Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening. Just wanted to go tap in with you guys real quick. Go over the credit repair validation, not verification. Give you these guys, give it to you so you can challenge the inquiries, challenge the derogatories on your file, get that stuff knocked off. But first, let me greet you all. Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all feel out there? I'm feeling great, magnificent, and wonderful, excellent, all the above. Um, it's been a while since I checked in with you all. I've been busy myself and just checking the political climate of the world, the economic climate of the world, before I come back and give you guys a little more juice so you can get your life in order with these things that's going on. It's going to be rough for a lot of people. So that's what I'm trying to get this out to you guys. Many and others are doing the same thing, trying to give you the information that you need to free yourself from the binds and shackles that's about to come. So it's time to get with it, get to it, and get to it and do it. Just like fluid. So for further, let us know. So let's get right into it. Let's get it right cracking, get it started. I want to see you guys take off out here. Get these credit repairs done. Get them 700-800 scores. Get that business credit. Get all that stuff going for you. Because that's what time it is, for real. Get that CPN popping. Get that EIN going. Get that LLC going. All of that. But let's get right into it. So you want to send this letter here to each credit bureau, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, excuse me. And this letter is for validation, not verification. You're going to ask them for the validation of the debt that they say you owe, which is necessary. There should be signed documents. There should be ID present when you request this information. If they don't have any of that information, then they should be under your authority to delete that information that's derogatory on your credit report. So the first thing you want to do, the first caption is your name, and you want to head it with request for validation, not verification. I'm just going to read this off my letter that I've already prepared several years ago, and it still works today. I don't see it never stop working unless they change the credit repair service, the way they do things, the way they operate. So let's go. Your name first, street address, your city, state, and zip code. That should be your caption. And then right after that, the date, and then the company's name below that, then the address of the company, the city, state, zip code, so on and so forth. And this is regarding, right underneath that information, this is regarding account number, blah, 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 blah. And then you want to address it to whom it may concern. And if it's the company saying you owe, you can address it to them instead of to whom may concern, to whoever it is at the company. If you got a name, address it to them. If you don't, just address it to the company itself. This letter is being sent to you in response to notices sent to me from your company, and more importantly, due to your erroneous reporting to the credit bureaus, the highly negative impact on my personal credit report. Please be advised that this is not a refusal to pay, but a notice sent pursuant to the Fair Debt Collection Practices. Remember that. 15 USC 1692 section 809. You got that? 15 USC 1692G section 809B. That your claim is disputed and validation is requested. You see that? How I put the law there, and then I ask that your claim is disputed and validation is requested. So that's paramount. And as we continue, this is not a request for verification. Not a request for verification. or proof of my mailing address, but a request for validation. You see the difference? Verification, validation. Made pursuant to the above named title and section. I respectfully request that your office provide me with competent evidence that I have any legal obligation to pay you. So they have to give you competent evidence. Competent evidence that have any legal obligation to pay you. So let's go again. Please provide me with the following: what the money you say I owe is for. Explain and show me how you calculated what you say I owe. Provide me with copies of any papers that show I agreed to pay what you say I owe. Provide a verification or copy of any judgment, if applicable. Identify the original creditor. Prove the statute of limitations has not expired on this account. Show me that you are licensed to collect in my state. That's very important. Most of these collections agencies don't have any license to collect at all in any state. So provide me with your license numbers, the registered agent or agent of service. At this time, I'll also inform you that if your offices have reported invalidated information to any of the three major credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, this action might constitute fraud under both federal and state laws. Due to this fact, if any negative mark is found on any of my credit reports by your company or the company that you represent, I will not hesitate to bring legal action against you for the following. Here we go. Now, these are the legal actions that you may bring if they did any of the above incidences. Violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, violation of the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, defamation of character. Yes, defamation of character. If your officers are able to provide proper documentation as requested in the following declaration, I will require at least 30 days to investigate this information, and during such time, all collection activity must cease and desist. So they must cease and desist. Must cease and desist. Also, during this validation period, if any action is taken which could be considered detrimental to any of my credit reports, I will consult with my legal counsel for suit. And I do have the suit letter if it gets to that point, but usually this letter, he'll usually do the job. If this letter doesn't do the job, then you come with the second letter, the follow-up letter, then the third letter. But this letter usually gets the job done. If your company fails to, let me go back. You may have to go back and replay this video several times for me pausing and going on back and forth, but just put it together. It's not hard. This includes listing any information with the credit reporting repository that could be inaccurate or invalidated, or verifying an account as accurate, when in fact there is no provided proof that it is accurate. If your company fails to respond to this validation request within 30 days from the date of your receipt, all reference to this account must be deleted completely, removed from my credit report, and a copy of such deletion to all of the three major credit reporting bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Requests shall be sent to them immediately, and to me immediately. I would also like a request in writing that no telephone contact be made by your company to my home or my place of employment. If your office attempted telephone communication with me, including but not limited to computer-generated calls and calls or correspondence sent to or with any third parties, it will be considered harassment, and I will have no choice but to file suit. All future communications with me must be done in writing and sent to the address in this letter by USPS, not UPS. It would be advisable that you assure your records are in order before I'm forced to take legal action against your company and your client. This is an attempt to correct your records. Any information obtained shall be used for that purpose. Best regards. Put your name, thanks, and send it. Put the account number on it, put the letters together, send it out. That's it. Simple as that. That's the simplest way to remove items off your credit. That's derogatory. A simple challenge, validation, not verification. Citing the laws to them, letting them know that you will sue them if they do not do what's requested, and have them follow the laws that's on the books. You're not asking for them to validate the address or the account. You're asking them to validate it, not verify. Not verify, but validate it. Does the company have the documentation proven, and did the company follow all the steps that's inside of the Fair Debt Reporting Credit Act? Did it do that? Did it follow those rules and regulations? And probably most times not. So that's why this letter is very good for you to use. I behoove you to use it, because this letter will take care of pretty much all of those derogatories on your file. And if you the student loan process, you can even use it for that. They have to verify that. So those lenders, third-party collectors from the federal government, use the same letter. Verified. I need validation. Where's the validation of I owe this? I don't care if you say I went to your school, if I did or I didn't. Prove I've been there. Prove that I owe. Show me that I owe. Where are the documents that I owe? If you have no documents, where's the money that you gave me? You never gave me any money. Money, gold and silver. That's money. That's real money. They gave you currency. Currency, the government doesn't pay it back. They just create it out of thin air. So use these tools to learn to bring your situation into a better state. And that includes your mind state as well. Just having clean credit and all of that thing, only to repeat it again without acquiring discipline to learn how to manage your finances so that you won't fall in another rut. I think we've all been through it, because most of us wasn't taught as youth, as children, how to handle finances. All we know how to do is go to the grocery store, get the food, cook the food, go to work. Most of you all just go to work. You 40, 80 hours a week. You don't know what to do with the money after you do that. Then some of you get a little wise. You flip little properties and things of that nature, which is cool. But you gotta learn discipline. Discipline is the key. That's what I had to learn, discipline. I had to get some discipline in my life. Better protect my finances and things so I can save away for my daughter, for my child, if I have any more children, my daughter especially. Leave that trust for her. Leave that company to her to run, not to sell. Sometimes we have to educate our children how important it is to keep the family business going, not sell it once the founder of the company has passed. But family members join in, learn the process of the company so we can keep it going, generational after generation. So our families don't have to struggle in the future. I know only people today mostly only think about themselves. They don't think about their children and their children's future. I don't see too many so-called black people thinking about their children's future, as far as setting up a trust fund for their children, a will, a testament, all of those things. Most of us don't have that. Insurance policies that will lead, whole life insurance policies that will lead them money for they can have year over year. If it's just $5,000, $10,000 a year that your children would get from when you pass, that's something that's leaving a legacy. That's leaving generational wealth. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with that, because Most of you not even in that phase yet. You're still in the beginning stages, how to create wealth, how to get out of these debts you're in. You still want to collect the PPPs and the EIDLs from the government. You're consistent on asking for handouts. It's not gonna work. You're gonna never get ahead. The only way you're gonna get ahead is hard work. Put your grind to the nose to the grind, and start acquiring more knowledge, learning about what you want to do, and do it. And that's the only way you're gonna get ahead. All the handouts somebody give you and all that, you're gonna waste them, guaranteed. So I'm gonna leave you guys. I thank you for checking in. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, all of that stuff. Please share all those things, and look for more content coming. As I said, I'm never gonna stop making it as long as I can, as long as I got air to breathe. I'm gonna continue to bring you something. May not be when you want it, but I'm gonna bring it when I want it, that I think you need it, and that's when I'm gonna bring it. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. And I always like to say, peace to the gods. Don't matter if you're male or female.